this is just another little video for you today. There is so much happening and very quickly. So as I'm aware of updates through the creator, as well as my alliance, I'm bringing them to you. So it may be a dark winter in 2024. It's only wise to be prepared and store several months worth of cash, water, food, and essential items for yourself and to help others. That's just for the US. At the end of 2025, you join BRICS. If you know about XRP and the humanitarian initiatives and you know how to navigate this now, this excludes you. Justice Thomas to rule on the 2020 election fraud. So this is breaking. It's the 11th Circuit Emergency Right accepted to hear case to invalidate fraudulent 2020-2022 elections. Justice Clarence Thomas to rule. Judge Thomas can make a ruling himself or send it through to the Supreme Court judges. If he rules in favor, it dissolves the Biden administration and all of Congress. Yes, love? I gave it to you. I don't have it. It's this. All right. Ask. Yeah. Okay. So, very good news. I'm going to insert a link for you over here to read about that.
Oversight Chair James Comer has just released a bombshell piece of evidence that could be the nail in the coffin for Biden's career. A $250,000 wire transfer from China directly to Joe Biden's home address in Delaware while he was running for president. In August 2019, just months after Joe Biden announced his candidacy, the Chinese sent $250,000 electronically to Joe Biden's Wilmington, Delaware address. Hunter Biden received the money in his checking account, and his checking account listed his father's primary residence. And not only did Joe Biden shake the hand of the man who sent his family money, he had coffee with him and spoke to him on the phone. After VP Joe flew his son Hunter on Air Force Two to Beijing, and Hunter flew home on Air Force Two with a bag of money, Vice President Joe Biden wrote letters of recommendation for Jonathan Lee's children to Georgetown and Brown. And the minute Biden announces a presidential run, the same Chinese guy sends the Biden family $250,000 out of the blue to a checking account with Joe Biden's address on it. And once Joe Biden gets elected, he starts doing China favors. He disbands the FBI's China task force. He covers up the lab leak. He doesn't pop the balloon. Now we have the Chinese bribing the Biden family while Joe was vice president, after he was vice president, and while he was a presidential candidate. Now, what do you think the chances are the Chinese are...
Robin Williams was said to be alive and in the victim, witness program. Princess Diana was said to be alive and was in the victim witness program with the help of President Trump, and runs a popular channel on Telegram under her own name. Elvis Presley was said to be alive, having entered the victim witness program after faking his death. He was threatened by the cabal and the CIA special investigator for President Nixon, and has been serving his life as a pastor in his own church. Michael Jackson, who openly spoke out against the cabal and Satan-worshipping Hollywood elites, was said to be alive and in the Victim Witness Protection Program. I have also been told that the 800 numbers will work exactly the same in all countries. So I have received quite a few questions on that. Only yours will send you to your local exchange locations in whatever country you reside. I'm also still told The amounts we receive are pre-negotiated. Rates will be and should be the same worldwide. Both an Iraqi source and the US Space Force source said that Tier 4AB would receive notifications to set appointments within the next few hours. So we'll see. Now, your time at the Redemption Center will be around half an hour. You'll have about 5 minutes to do your humanitarian initiative presentation. Rates on currency exchanges are quite high. You might get offered the very high contract rate on the dinar. Remember, I would like the contract rate or the special rate, whichever is higher. And please and thank yous go a long way. You will be given a quantum titanium card with 3 chips and your biometric fingerprint in it that you can use to move your monies from your quantum account into your primary or secondary bank accounts. You will be given a Wells Fargo debit card that allows you to have access to funds. You can move up to $1.2 billion for each LLC account. The meek inherit the earth. You can take cash from the Redemption Center up to $3,500. You can get proof of funds letters for the amount of each property individually. So if you want to buy property, get the proof of funds. You would want to ask for a clear and clean certificate of origin on a bank letterhead. You will be given a 55-page booklet of who not to give money to. You will also be given a 1 to 2 page non-disclosure agreement. If you've been working with me, you already know what that looks like. Make sure you don't talk about your appointment at all. I cannot stress this enough. No second chances. You will get around 2 pages of bank perks. Zim holders will be given a Q phone that works on the Starlink satellite system. The phone and the service itself is free. You will be given a certificate worth $1,000 to pick up a new laptop. A political change will take place between now and the end of the week. Activation of the emergency broadcast system or emergency wireless could happen as early as right now, today. Just going through. I do want to just include this. Oh no, I've been through that. So the Federal Reserve Act, Section 16, Parts 1 and 2. The end of the fraudulent banking system is near. And for those keen to learn the ropes, you can actually discharge your loans legally through bills of exchange. It's been allowed for in the Constitution, even though they've tried to keep it hidden from us. So go have a look under Act Section 16. And Donald Trump, to quote him, "The fight in Gaza is coming home to the USA." This is the scare event we're talking about. The tens of thousands of strong young men from the Middle East that have already invaded our country and are continuing to come, totally unchecked, will become a problem, the likes of which we have never seen before. Crooked, number 46, is a very ignorant, stupid man, I'm quoting, who has never, and I agree, been right on a foreign policy issue in his life. Close our border now. Stop the onslaught. Stop the invasion. So, all of these things are happening. That scary event, right, is happening. Have a look at that about the judge who's about to rule on the Brunson case. Things are hot and heated during these times, and they will be. So I might be bringing you more than one video during the day as events continue to unfold. Sending you so much love and light. The kingdom has come, and thank you for joining me.